happening, yo?
Yo, what up?
All right, so, kind of stock standard question, but a couple people aren't gonna, they're not gonna really know. So when did you start rapping?
2011. I always said to myself, like, if I wasn't gonna be in the NFL, I was gonna be a rapper.
Okay.
Like, I think about that now, and that mindset is so crazy to me. Like, I don't know why I thought that, but that's just what felt right. So, I got hurt playing football, so I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna be a rapper.
What position?
I played DN.
Okay.
DN and nose guard.
All right.
Yeah, so I love football. That was like my thing.
So how'd you end up in San Diego?
I used to live in Palm Springs.
Okay.
Like most of my dad's family's out there. My dad passed away in 2006. My mom's family's out in San Diego, so my mom decided we were gonna move. So we moved to IB.
What was that transition like?
It was crazy. We were just talking about it before the cameras came on. I went from just like old touristy, like white neighborhoods to getting banged on by like Asian Crips in the Southeast. Like walking to school, like it's a big difference.
Okay, so
you just gotta adapt.
I feel you. That's the wild shit, and no disrespect to any Asian Crip homies, because I definitely met a handful here since I got here, but I just remember coming from New York in '96 and just bugging the fuck out. Like, wait, what? I don't even understand that.
It was crazy because I definitely had to watch who I hung out with. Like, I knew this kid, like he was a Crip and his brother was a Blood.
Wow.
So I'd hang out. I think they were stepbrothers.
Okay.
I think they were stepbrothers.
They lived in the same house?
I think they lived in the same house. I just remember after school, like, him hitting me up, like, yo, my brother's gonna get in a fight. Can you come with me to the park? Like, just to get his back. It was like, damn, like, I don't even know what I'm getting into. I was like, all right, let's go. But I remember grown-ass men coming to the middle school to fight people. Like,
that's bizarre.
Yeah, it was insane.
Music influences, in and outside of rap. Who are the people that you look up to or inspire you the most?
You know what? Lately I've been listening to Queen.
Nice.
A lot of Freddie Mercury. Yeah. That has been my latest inspiration. My biggest inspiration right now, from the wardrobe to the music to the not giving a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like making 6-minute songs.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Nobody's done it. Yeah, and?
Exactly. Like sometimes I'll get bored of rap, because it's just rap.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I gonna take from something I've been taking this whole time, It's just like the same thing. So like I hear the same kind of topics in songs. A lot of pun too. I listen to a lot of pun. When I listen to pun, it makes me realize not to take this shit so seriously.
Yeah.
Cause he was always like joking in his raps. He was saying funny shit. He put skits in his projects. It's just funny. It reminds me not to be so serious.
Yeah, I feel like most of the guys that are really nice, as serious as they come off for the most part, they can laugh at themselves.
Yeah.
And enjoy themselves. So I feel like that's part of being an MC, man. If you can't enjoy it, or enjoy the experimenting and playing with words, then why?
Exactly.
What nationality are you?
I'm Mexican.
Okay. I got a question. Who are your favorite Chicano rappers?
Man, I remember like high school, like bumping that Frankie J and Baby Bash, like that Sugar Sugar, how'd you get so fly? Remember that song? Like, that joint, I always fucked with those dudes, especially because Frankie J was from San Diego.
Okay.
He used to date my cousin. That was always like, every time I see him, I'll be like, yo, you used to date my cousin? I met him in LA not too long ago, and I didn't realize he was with his wife. He's like, oh yeah, I told her I said hi. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, damn, yo. I want to do creative direction for other artists. I want to do creative direction for stores, artists, restaurants. Like, that's something I want to do. I'll fuck it up. I'll fucking kill it, dude.
Well, judging from what I've seen so far, with with the way you package yourself and the people that you work with that can help articulate the visual language that accompanies your sound, you've done really well, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
And as somebody that does that for a living, on the other end, not so much with music, but
And it means a lot. It means a lot coming from you too, because like people that speak to me about you, or they mention you, or even like when I was talking to somebody saying I was gonna do a podcast with you, like everyone speaks very highly of you and your creative direction, so that means a lot.
Thanks, man. I can tell you what not to do with your career.
What would you change if you can like go back in time, or like even any changes that you're making now, you know?
But I guess just thinking that that the checks and the royalties and the opportunities were always going to be guaranteed. Yeah. Got a little too cocky and got ahead of myself, and you know, there were opportunities that I definitely walked away from. Instead of, I could have actually taken the genuine high road and turned around and been like, hey, like, let's have a conversation about this. Yeah. Because this could be salvaged. And instead I was just like, fuck these cats. I'm out. I got people beating down my door. And then and you're like, hey, remember that conversation we had last week? And they're like, yeah, but that door's not open anymore. Like, you have a new album coming out? Or?
Yeah, a new project that's already out that I dropped July 4th.
Okay.
Yeah, May 20th, we had the listening party at Arts and Rec where the show's gonna be at. Usually, like, we're in a time right now where it's like, you drop something and it gets old in a week, 2 weeks. But it's cool because I've been having people hit me on Instagram, still listening to the songs, like, still tagging me and things on Twitter. So, like, it gives me, like, I feel like it's a classic, right? To me, it's a classic. I love to make timeless.
Ultimately, what you want anthems, right?
Yeah,
so that
exactly.
when they go back to it,
forever.
yeah.
Show coming October 27th at Arts and Rec. Should be a good show. Looking to pack the house.
And I appreciate you sitting down, man, and just chopping it up.
No, hell yeah. Appreciate you coming out, man.
Peace.